Cool. So we merged, the usual 150 plus PRs in October, a little bit less than the staggering 291 that we did in September. I don't know what happened there. We'll have to do a little retro on why September is a productive coding month compared to October across the world, clearly. But massive shout out, 0.9 is here and working, and most people seem to have upgraded to it successfully. So big shout out to getting that big release over the finish line. We had a large number of contributors to it, 28, including 7 first-time contributors and 21 repeat contributors. I was just looking at what has been cooking since 0.9 because we're about to do 0.9.1. And it's quite a big list of new things that we've actually done right after that release. So let's move on into kind of the release highlights. You probably already know 0.9 has column level lineage. Impact analysis on columns is coming up in 0.9.1. I think we merged the PR literally yesterday. We also have advanced search now in 0.9. So it allows you to not just use the search bar, but actually get much more deep insights by allowing for searching by tags, descriptions, things like that. Lots of improvements in site performance. So you should see a much more snappy experience browsing DataHub now. On the integration side, we've had a ton of improvements. Snowflake now supports column level lineage. Looker and LookML also support column level lineage with some caveats. And multi-project support, which was kind of a big thing, also is supported with LookML now. Tableau also supports column level lineage. We just merged the PR yesterday. DBT meta mappings are now supported at the column level. BigQuery beta, which had been incubating for a while, has now been promoted to stable. The big thing about this, just like the Snowflake beta that got promoted to Snowflake, is that now you no longer need to run 2 different connectors. There's one connector that pulls in everything: schemas, audit logs, query logs, lineage, usage, all of that, just single connector. Also, a lot of improvements to Kafka Connect, Presto on Hive, and a bunch of other connectors that I didn't even have space to list here. So a lot of improvements on the ingestion side. Last but not the least, dev experience and platform has been kicking ass as well. Our build is on Java 11, as you know, with a few exceptions for Java 8. And our quick start now supports an Arch flag for M1. So you can just force, we were hearing lots of community members where the quick start wasn't quite detecting the M1 architecture reliably. So we now have an Arch flag, so you can deterministically spin up DataHub for your architecture locally. A bunch of fixes to automatic retention of metadata and a lot of performance improvements were in that release, and a lot of performance improvements are actually baking, and David is going to walk us through those improvements later today.